Hey guys, I'm here in my studio. I haven't done a video in quite a while, but I've got a little bowl here, and I thought I'd show you a little decorative technique that I've done. And if you see that rim right around there, how it's indented, that's what I'm going to decorate. I'm going to use that indentation to my advantage and put some little pieces around there, and then I can show you a finished piece that probably not the same bowl, but I have one at home, and I'll just video that and show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay? So what I do, it's real simple, is I'm going to roll out some coils down here. And then I'm going to just put them around. But it's a quick technique. I like to do things quickly because I think they look spontaneous, and also, if you labor over something, then you've got to, if you're doing it for a living, you've got to charge quite a bit for it. So I found techniques that look good and still have that handmade element to them, but don't take me forever to do. So I'm going to roll out some of this fairly thin. Of course, it depends on the size of the bowl. This is actually a pretty good sized bowl. I know it's a lot larger than the one that I have at home that I'm going to show you later. But you can see what that is, that diameter of that. Is to take my slip and brush the rim all the way around. Like that. Send this up. And then I'm going to brush it down here, this other section where it gets joined, all the way around. Then I'll take my coil. You can't see this, but I'm going to brush, well, now you can, the length of the coil. I'm going to do it. I have other coils down here. I'll do those as well so they're ready. And then it's just a real speedy kind of thing. I just put it on top, push my thumb on it, and then kind of push it up just a little bit to give it a little bit of a bow out. You can see that. And then flip it with my finger. And then just continue doing that all the way around. And I'm not worried too much about spacing. I want it more or less similar, obviously similar, but more or less even all the way around. But it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, that's what gives the piece interest, is when these things have a little bit, each one of these little coils has a little bit of a different shape. They even vary in diameter a little bit. So I continue that, push in there, push down there. And you can see this is very rapid. And I'm putting the slipped side of this coil down, and the area that I'm putting on is slipped. So there's no need to score it or anything like that, because the pot is not too dry. If it were really dry, and the rim dries the fastest, then you're going to have a problem. Actually, I wouldn't even bother doing it. If the rim has already started to set up, started to turn light in color, if you're using red clay, then you're probably going to have these handles, little handles, crack if you try to do that. So as soon as you come in the morning, flip the pot over, let it set up, and then do your trimming. I trim fairly wet, so it's usually not a problem for me. Spaces are getting a little bit bigger. Okay, so then after that's done, now I take a sponge and just go over the top quickly like this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just basically blending that in, making sure there's no sharp edges or anything sticking up. And then do the same thing down at the bottom. See, these little odd ones are my favorite ones, the ones that have a little bit of a different shape. that's about it. I'd go and clean up the inside rim here as well, make sure that's nice. And as you can see, I've done the foot. I've taken my finger and just pulled over the foot right there. Just pulled it like that and gave it a little bit of detail too. That'll probably be cleaned up a little bit with a sponge as well a little bit later. So that's it. And then I did another one. And this one, the coils on it are a little bit thinner. I think I like the thinner one better myself. There's not much difference, but you can see it. Maybe you can see the difference. So that's it. Bye. We are here in my kitchen. As you can see by the pots and pans. This is a backsplash that I did some years ago. Put up there. But really the reason I came in here was to show you this bowl, which is the same technique as the one that you just saw me do. It's got the little handles there. This bowl happens to be a Shino bowl. It's stoneware, high fired, hard cone tin, and I've had it for a number of years. But so it shows you this decorative technique that I enjoy doing, and you can add to your repertoire of techniques. You can see the foot down here where I did that little detail. But I think you'll have a good time doing that. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's fast and easy. So give it a try.